I knew he was gonna do that scrubby ass shit. Yo, Jayz plays the same in every game, just nonsense.
Here we go, guys. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jayz Bottom Lip, and today I wanted to break down this video. I also wanted to basically anyone who has anything to do with wanting to play Mortal Kombat competitively, I recommend watching this video. Not only because this would teach you, but also it would show you that you can beat anyone as long as you understand their play styles and understand how to utilize the character in a certain way. So a lot of times characters have multiple strings. Sometimes, depending on who you play against, Vendetta in particular, you can use 2 strings or 1 strings if that's the case. I did a whole video on this as well, that you can condition someone off of 1 button. You can also condition someone just off of layers of using just 1 string that has multiple different like staggers or so. You can beat someone. I wanted to use this for an example because in this video, I kind of utilized 1 or 2 buttons against Vendetta because I understand his play style in particular hasn't changed since MKX, hasn't changed since MK11, and currently it's still the exact same way. So I understand that Vendetta likes to grab, Vendetta likes to stagger into grabs, Vendetta also likes to delay wake up into jump, he also likes to delay wake up into buttons, and he also likes to wake up armor. But in MK1, wake up armor is not really something that you would want to do. You rather armor through gaps if that's the case. But anyway, it's funny because I said the same thing about Vendetta, and I'll probably show you the video as well of me saying he has the exact same play style, and I only had to utilize forward 1 and 1. So it's kind of ironic in that case. I do agree with him saying that I do have an ass play style if we're referring to Cyber Sub or if we're referring to Cyrax. I think because this character is very ambiguous and they have all types of combo setups and it's just really annoying to deal with. I agree with that in that sense. But since I'm playing Melina and I barely know how to play this character, and I'm only playing it because I was very bored with the game currently while I was streaming and I couldn't think of any other character to play, I figured I'd just play Melina because I just recently played a person that played Melina. So I was like, I'll play Melina. And when I came across you, I figured that forward 1 was going to be my favorite button just because you like to delay wake up into buttons, delay wake up into jump, or you just like to mash. So we're going to break this down step by step, or we're just going to break it down so you can just see how ass I am. I think that's the best way to do it. So let's start right here with the video and let's get right into it. And I will be stopping in between the video, and I will also be explaining a few things. We're also going to take the audio out. We're not going to have audio as much. We will go over audio just a little bit because of the things that he says, and I also will use my audio as well because of the things that I say. It's only fair, right?
Oh, Jayz Bottom Lip. Who did he play? Play Sector? Cyrax. He plays Cyrax. The Baraka special? Nah.
So there will be a lot of pausing. If this is bothering you guys, just let me know in the future. So starting the game off, I use forward 1 just because I know that Vendetta likes to mash. He also likes to press certain buttons in the neutral, and I feel like a mid would be great. Here we go again, waking up, mashing. Like I said, delay wake up into mash. There was no reason to get hit right there. But since I already knew, based upon how you play in every other game, NRS titles, I know that you like to mash. So I figure forward 1, again, it's going to be my favorite button. And I'm keeping my combos very, very basic because I know that you're probably going to keep mashing. So I'm like, okay, I'll just keep them really close or relatively close, and we'll just rinse and repeat the same cycle. Right there, I tried to use forward 1 again. It just didn't work out. It was a good challenge by him. Mashes again and dies for it. That Jayz, by the way.
Called the rising leg. Down 4, rising leg.
He just did flying kick in the neutral into Kano. But I'm ass. But anyway.
What the fuck? Jayz over here is starting strings off 10 miles away.
There was no reason to go for an overhit here.
I knew he was going to do that scrubby ass shit. Yo, Jayz plays the same in every game, just nonsense.
crazy that you say the way I play is nonsense. When you did flying kick relatively close into Kano, that's nonsense. You just did forward one string or whatever it is into overhead when there was no reason to go for it. That's nonsense. And you can fuzzy it, and it's not really a mix at all, unless you're just desperate and you're just hoping that I get hit by it. Like praying that somebody gets hit by something just because you want to go for whatever. I really don't know why would you do it. I really don't, especially if you haven't conditioned someone off of that button and that was the first time you ever did that string, especially at a high level that's not catching nobody. So let's get to the next match.
Pick Lou up.
Great grab. Never. The funny thing about like Kano is just I didn't hear him, and since he doesn't make no sound when he comes out, it just kind of threw me off. But it was still good, nonetheless. Figure you were gonna mash here. Every Johnny mashes here, and I knew for a fact you would do the exact same thing because you don't like the block. So I know certain strings. All I have to do is down poke you, and I get to keep my turn. Again, we're mashing. That jails, my friend. I would just block. Probably the best thing to do. I don't know what that was. If anybody wants to talk about ass, EX nut punch after that was insane, but it worked nonetheless.
Ready for my close-up. Round 2. Fight.
Wake up. God damn.
The reason why I woke up buttons because I don't believe in your movement or the way that you're playing where you just dash in, dash out. I don't believe in it, and I'm going to disrespect it, and it worked out in my favor. Again, I don't know if this is the 5th or 4th time that this scenario has happened, but you've been trying to mash out of it. I don't understand why every time I play you guys call me trash, but you guys get blown up for doing something over and over. And I understand your playstyle so well that I knew that this was going to work over and over and over. I don't know how your stand one went through my string right here, but again, like I always say, nonetheless, it's still pretty good. But right here, there's no way that you right here. That just got blown up, but still good. I also understand your playstyle is that you're going to stagger or grab, and by the time that you stagger, you're going to try to down poke. So if I beat you with a down poke, it's going to be my turn. So all I'm doing is just sitting here waiting until you're done, and then I just mash down one or just look for the grab. Those are two options that I have against you, Vendetta. Exactly. See what happened right there? Mashing. Rather than just waiting for me to press a button and then keeping your turn. But you have the same play style in every single game that it doesn't make sense to wait for you. Again, we're mashing, like I said, delay wake up into buttons, delay wake up into something. You don't like the block. It's okay. I understand.
Got them wake up standing ones on down back.
Like I said, all you want to do is grab into staggers, into grab, and try to abuse down one if you can, and delay wake up into buttons. I understand your whole play style. I also even understand that Johnny doesn't have much to offer anymore. depending on what cameo he plays with. So I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you necessarily, but I am blaming you at the same time. Right there is what we call ass play. So I've hit you with forward 1, I believe about 5 times or so. So I figured this time you would just let me do stand 1 into that string just because you've seen it so many times. I'm hoping that you recognize it at this point, that I probably would get away with what I just did.
Classic.
This is really good by him. Jumping in right here is insane. But either way, it was really good. I enjoyed playing you, Vendetta. I think there's a lot of things you need to work on. You need to work on your footsies, your fundamentals, mental stacks. You also need to work on working on like when to grab and when not to grab, understanding when you shouldn't grab because you can actually go for a 4 string here because your opponent most likely is going to be OS ducking and the mid is really strong. You need to also understand how to utilize Kano to your advantage. You also need to understand how to whiff punish correctly or bait someone into certain situations. I think all these things are what's holding you back. Look what you do. The first thing you do is mash right here. Don't know why you did it, but you did it. And I also wanted to show you, you do like the mash. This is something that you enjoy doing. And it's very strong apparently because you wouldn't do it if it wasn't. So again, your favorite thing to do is to wake up buttons, delay wake up, into buttons, jump, whatever the case may be, because you don't want to hold pressure. So again, this is ass. Plus, Jayz. I already hit you with this combo so many times, and you still want to wake up mash. So the only person here that I can think of that's ass is you. Look at that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. It's your boy Jayz Bottom Lip. I'm out. Have a good one.